Okay, for breakfast, I had my usual favorite delicious breakfast. I had my unsweetened yogurt from Whole Foods with chia seeds, blueberries, and a few tangerines. Delish. Now, this is on the lower protein side, but it gave me almost 9 grams of protein for the whole breakfast. And if you look at the breakdown, this is how much amino acids, all the different amino acids. So it's kind of on the lower amino acid and protein end, but that's okay. I am so excited. I'm off today. It's Memorial Day. I'm in my pajamas. I'm not even using a ring light. This is just natural lighting from outside. But y'all excuse me. I'm not dressed. I don't even know if I'm gonna get dressed today. Um, I'm so excited. I'm about to binge watch shows all day. I think that's all I'm gonna do today. This is gonna be fun. Yay! No barbecues for me. It's straight chilling. Sorry about all the glare and stuff in my glasses. Anyway, I wanted to give an example of, I said this in my last video, but in my last video, I told you I had gained 1.4 pounds of water in 2 days, right? So then the next day came and I was supposed to be getting it back together, but um, I ate in the surplus again, all raw, all healthy, but I just ate just more than I burned. So 3 days, I gained 2.4 pounds. Now, this is how it goes, guys. And this is what I dealt with in my weight loss journey, and this is normal. Okay? No matter if I'm eating healthy or not, if I'm eating more than I burn, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna gain some water weight. So this is what you do. Now that I saw that I gained, as of yesterday, I was up 2.4 pounds. I was like, okay, get it together, Nicole. And so yesterday, I got back to my norm, just eating my regular food, not any salads from Sweet Green or not knowing how much, I'm eating and sodium and stuff like that, but just eating my own food at home. So I lost a pound of that back today. Now this is not counting as weight loss. This is just me getting back off what I gained over those 3 days, right? So I lost it back just by eating my regular. And then I'm going to show you what I'm eating today. And then, so today I am tracking to make sure that I'm in a deficit today, to make sure I'm burning more than I'm eating. So anyway, I'm going to get it back together today, okay? Get back to my norm with my own food that I know what I'm eating and all that. And hopefully that other 1.4 pounds will be off by tomorrow, so I can just be back to my norm. Okay, so that's what I do. That's what I did in my 11-month fat loss journey. Like, that's why I took a long time to lose weight, because those are called, I don't know, setbacks. If you gain a couple pounds over a weekend from eating too much, you gain a couple pounds of water weight. That's going backwards, right? Then you got to work that off. Instead of working on the next pound of fat, you're trying to work that off. So that's what happened to me during those months, which is why it took me a while, but it was okay for me because I was okay with that. I was okay taking my time. So that was like a cycle for me. And that's actually been the problem for years, because I was trying to lose weight for 5-6 years, but now I see how it goes. Now I see how to do it. Like, when I would do my fat loss journeys in the past, I would be working on it, doing well during the week, and then the weekend or events or date nights or vacation or holidays would come and I would gain weight. And I would always be like, oh my God, I gained 5 pounds. And then I would end up not doing something about it right away. I would just, maybe end up maintaining that weight gain, right? Because I didn't like go into a deficit, making sure I'm burning more than I'm eating. I would just kind of like maintain the weight. And then it would end up sticking on me and then eventually turning into fat. So, and then, you just it keeps adding up more and more. Then menopause happened too. So that was also some extra fat. But anyway, so that's how it goes. You eat a certain way, your normal way of life, and then you have extra things that are not part of your regular life happen, and you might eat more than normal. You gain weight, but know that it's water weight. And it's something that can be tackled right away. But if you don't tackle it right away, then those 2 pounds can keep adding up the next events, the next event, the next holiday, the next whatever. You have to tackle it right away, guys. And that's what I did. 3 days of eating in a surplus, even eating healthily, no junk food, just whole foods raw. But I still gained 2.5 pounds of water weight. Because why? Because I was eating more than I burned. Period. And that's 90%, 95% of how people lose weight is a deficit, even if you know or not. some people think they're going to some specific diet and it's because of the diet that they lost weight. It's not the specific diet. It's the fact that whatever you were eating prior, you were eating a certain amount of food, calories, and then when you went to that diet, it drastically decreased the calories, but you don't know it. In your mind, you're just thinking it's some special, like when people lose weight on keto, they lose weight on keto. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, because they're eating like, protein and greens 3 times a day. It's probably like 1,200 calories, 1,100 calories a day. If you come from eating like 2,000 calories a day to eating 1,200 calories, that is a big decrease. That is a drastic decrease. So therefore, that is a big deficit your body is going through. And that's why people lose weight. When people go to a vegan diet, they mostly lose weight too, because what they're eating voluminous foods, which is filling them up, which is making them feel full, but maybe the calories are lower. So therefore, they're in an instant calorie deficit, not knowing. You guys getting it? So my program, if I were to, you don't just automatically lose weight just because it's vegan. Like if they went from eating 2,000 calories on average a day, and then they went to a vegan diet and they're eating 3,000 calories a day, they're not going to lose weight just because it's vegan. If they're eating too much, you still have to be in a deficit. So anyway, with my program, I did it in a way where it's a safe amount of food where it most likely will be a deficit for you, but still being not restricting, not eating like such low calorie that it's restricting and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, and I've had success with clients. Thank you very much. But anyway, my point is that I don't even know what my point is. I've been eating raw for 63 days now, and I don't just lose weight just because I'm eating raw. In these 63 days or so, I've lost 3 pounds, but not because of eating raw. And think about that. 63 pounds, that's not even a lot. I mean, sorry. 3 pounds in 63 days. You guys, some people will go raw and lose 30 pounds in a month. I already eat a very high raw diet when I'm not even doing this raw journey. I already eat a high raw diet. I already eat a certain amount of food. So when I go raw, the amount of food does not really change for me. So that's why I don't lose weight unless I'm trying. And so I lost 3 pounds just because of, I've been on the fat loss journey since June, and I'm at like the end of it now. But I had to intentionally work to get those 3 pounds off. It doesn't just happen from me eating raw, because I don't just go in a deficit when I'm raw. Like, I don't. Actually, sometimes I might eat more than normal because certain things I need to make me feel fuller. Anyway, so all that to say, the 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I ate in a surplus, even eating clean, raw, and everything. So I gained 2.4 pounds. I lost 1 of it back. And today I plan on losing that other pound of water weight so I can get back to normal. So that's what I do. The weekends are usually different. So I gain weight, but it's just water. I tackle it right away. That's the key. Get it off right away. Because if I had that and then I maintain it throughout the week, and then next weekend comes and I gain another 2 pounds, then I'll be up 4 pounds. Then I maintain that, and then I gain. That's how it works, people. When people gain 30, 50, 60 pounds, they don't, or even 20, they don't gain it all in one weekend. It's because they're not tackling it right away. You have a chance to correct it, right? Just like all the times when I gained weight, I've had a chance to correct it, but I didn't. But now I get it and I see how it works, the strategy. So I just get buck wild as soon as I see, okay, I gained a few pounds from these last 3 days. Let me get it off right now. Okay? Because I'm at a point where I'm like at a maintenance kind of way, maintenance lifestyle now. So I'm not really trying to lose much more fat. Well, I don't know. I have to take pictures of my back, because that was my last goal, is to get my back a little bit better than it was. And now I'm not even looking for perfection anymore. I'm just wanting it to be a drastic difference in terms of the fat that I developed. So now I'm at like a maintenance. I'm not really trying to lose any more fat or anything. I'm at a maintenance. So, I eat a certain way during the week, and then the weekends I eat a little bit more. I gain a couple pounds, deal with it right away, and then move forward. Okay. Don't let it fester, because It keeps creeping up on you, and each time you go out and do whatever and you eat too much, you gain, it keeps accumulating. The next thing you know, you're 20, 30, 40 pounds heavier. So the key is just to tackle it right away. But know that if you are on the fat loss journey, those are setbacks and it's going to set you back, but it's okay if you're okay with it. If you're okay with your weight loss being slow, it's okay. But if you don't want it to be as slow, then you got to stay on the course of whatever your meal plan or whatever your way of eating is, so that you can be consistent in losing your weight. But anyway, this was too long and drawn out. Sorry. I want to say to all the people out there that say you can eat as much as you want on a raw vegan diet, F you! Just kidding. Not really. No, I'm not going to say F you, but it's so not true. Okay, I'm going to speak for myself. I cannot eat as much as I want, even on a raw diet, even on the vegan diet. I cannot eat as much as I want. No, I cannot. Because I have a big appetite. I can easily eat 25 to 3,000 calories healthily, whole foods, but that would be putting me in a surplus. And if I were to continue eating as much as I want every day, listening to people, I'll be big as a house. I cannot eat as much as I want. And that really kind of goes the same for most people. You can't eat as much as you want even if you're eating healthily. If you're eating too much, more than you're burning, you're going to most likely gain weight, even if it's healthy food. People, stop listening to people say that. That irritates me when they say that. They're saying that because that might work for them, because they think they can eat. Maybe they're more active. Maybe like this one girl, Victoria, whatever her name is, she burns like 5,000 calories a day. She does like so much cardio in a day. Plus she's breastfeeding. You burn so much calories from breastfeeding, and she works out and not even lifting weights, but cardio, burning all these calories. So she can eat like 3,000, 4,000 calories a day and still stay slim, because she's eating, she's either maintaining her weight now, she's eating around the same amount she burns. So she can eat that much and be okay. But if you listen to people, one size does not fit all. You can't listen to everybody, because everybody is not the same as you. Okay? Just because Victoria, whatever her name is, Nutrition by Victoria, can eat 5,000 calories a day and lose weight or stay slim or maintain her weight, doesn't mean you can, because you might not burn as much as she does in a day. Stop listening to certain people. I said I wasn't going to get dressed, but I ended up getting dressed in fun colors and accessories to make an Instagram and TikTok video. But anyway, it's time for lunch. I'm going to make some ice cream. Okay, lunch. I'm having an ice cream. I'm not doing any toppings. This is just 3 ingredients. 1 tablespoon of Skippy peanut butter, frozen bananas, and frozen strawberries. I actually have 3.5 frozen bananas and a cup of strawberries, frozen. Don't say nothing about it. It's good. So this is the view from my patio, or my, balcony. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love looking at this tree. It's a beautiful day outside, and I really should go walk outside, but I just can't get the motivation to do it. So I'm gonna watch shows and walk on the treadmill. Gotta walk those water pounds off. I ended up walking about 45 minutes while watching some shows. For snack, I had a few tangerines, 4 to be exact, and I also had a protein shake. Veg Protein is the brand, and the peanut butter chocolate flavor. Just had a 1/2 cup of almond milk, 1/2 banana, and the protein powder. So as you see here, the lunch was only 7.5 grams of protein. And then here's the breakdown of the amino acids, how much, this meal consists of as far as the amino acids. And for the snack, which was the tangerines and the protein smoothie or protein shake, it was 27.7 grams of protein. And here's the breakdown. As you can see, I have met like all the amino acids for this meal. Everything has exceeded 100% of what I need in amino acids, except for one of them, which is about 82%, but that's cool. But yeah, so there we go. Around 5-ish, it's time for dinner, because that's when I get hungry. I had a delicious salad. It had arugula, red onions, tomatoes, edamame, cucumber, a little bit of microgreens, and then I had my tahini dressing, and I put a no salt seasoning. And then later, after I did this video, I added smoked paprika and onion powder. And this was really, really delish. I mean. So the dressing just had 2 tablespoons of tahini, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, water. And that was it. And then I just stirred it. Add a little bit of water at a time till it's thick but pourable. Anyway, that's what I ate. And this ended up being 25.5 grams of protein, all whole foods in this meal. No protein powder, all whole foods. And this is a breakdown of all the amino acids. It did have all the amino acids, but of course, as you see, it does not have the full amount I need. But not to worry, because for the whole day I had what I needed. Oh, this is all my vitamins. This includes the supplements I took as well as the food. I met and exceeded all my vitamins. Now, if you look at the B3, it doesn't have the green line there. I don't know why that's like that, but you see I have 40 something milligrams of that particular vitamin. So I still met everything. And then also my minerals. As you can see here, I met everything as well. I kind of was a little high on the iron. And that's why I don't take my supplements every single day. I only take them about 3 or 4 times a week because I don't want to be, overdoing it on certain vitamins every single day. You know what I mean? But it balances out throughout the week. Here we have my total amount of protein for the day is 83.7 grams. We technically only need about 46 for just a regular average woman. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're, hardcore gym rat, of course, you're probably going to eat more than that. And for me, I try to eat about 50 to 70 grams a day. I don't have this much every single day, but sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm eating. But as you see, for the whole day, not only did I get the amount of protein I met my goal of 50 to 70 grams. I exceeded that, but I also got all the amino acids and I exceeded what I need in a daily amount. And amino acids are the most important thing of what you need. And here is a breakdown of everything that I had that was protein source today, from the most protein down to the bottom or the lowest. As you can see, I'm not going to read everything. Screenshot it, take a picture of it, look at it. You can see the breakdown of all the protein sources down to the chia seeds I had. Okay. So yeah, you guys, you can make it work, boo. Some people say you don't get enough protein on the vegan diet. Some people say you definitely don't get enough protein on a raw vegan diet. But guess what, boo? I just proved all y'all wrong. No. If we took away the protein powder, it would have been about 60 grams of protein or so. Also, I could have upped the protein and if I just made 1 full cup of edamame instead of just 1/2 cup. I did a 1/2 cup, which is 18 grams, but it could have been a full cup for 36 grams. Anyway, these are the supplements I take. I take the fenugreek and the collagen booster every single day. But the 3 in the middle, I take 3 to 4 times a week. The vitamin code, which is a multivitamin, the ferrous gluconate, which is iron, and the calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, I take those 3 times a week. The top one and the bottom one, fenugreek, I take that for menopause. I take those every day. And then so today, because I'm trying to get the water weight off, I ate a little bit lower than I have been. So I ate about 1,820 calories. I burned about 2,068. So I'm in a small deficit, but normally I'm eating just my regular way. I'm usually eating around like 1,950, 2,000, somewhere between 1,950 to 2,100, give or take, because I'm not really tracking like that anymore, but I know my food. So I eat around that much. But today I ate a little bit lower just because we're trying to get the water weight off. So we have to kind of go back a little bit in terms of caloric intake. Okay. So, for the calories burned, so every morning, not every morning, but every day, based on my weight, height, age, and all that, plus my activity level, I burn around 1,760 calories starting off, right? Once I input my food, Once I input my steps and my exercise, then it increases. So now that's how I got up to 2068. But on a normal day, before I enter any food, before I enter my exercise, workouts, or walking, I burn around 1,760 calories based upon my age, weight, and all that stuff and activity level. So some people be like, how do you burn 2,068 calories? Well, you automatically burn a certain amount just based upon your age and everything. Our BMR is what it's called. You burn, like if I were to sit on the couch all day, I actually burn somewhere around 1,300 or something based upon my height, weight, and everything. But once I enter the activity level, which I put moderate, even though I it's more than moderate, but I just put moderate because I don't want to what's the word? I rather underestimate something than overestimate. So then it increases it to like 1,700 something. And then once you add your food, because you burn calories from eating, once you add your food, once you add your steps, your weightlifting, then it increases. So that's how much I burned today. And by the time I go to bed, I will have burned some more calories because I'll still be getting steps throughout the day. Today I only walked 45 minutes. But then, I'm also just getting steps just from walking around and just living life. And today I have a total of 6688 so far, and it is 7:30 right now. So anyway, this is all. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if it was helpful. Go on and click on that subscribe button if you love plant-based content, or if you want to follow my raw vegan lifestyle, or my raw vegan journey, because I am not raw just forever. However, I am high raw, right? So in my high raw life, I eat a high raw diet, lots of raw foods, but I do eat fully cooked meals sometimes. I do allow myself 10 to 15% junk food every now and then. But right now I'm on a raw vegan journey towards healing. So I'm not eating the junk food unless it's like a raw vegan treat. And I'm not eating fully cooked meals. But anyway, I hope to see you guys around. Comment, let me know you're watching. Bye.